Welcome to the room, truth on the mic. Healing the soul, we rise and ignite. Mind, body, spirit aligned in the flame. War room tribe, we roar in our name. Comfort won't save us. They say protect your peace, don't look at the flames. While the world falls apart and nobody takes blame, they scroll past the suffering, mute out the cries, trading truth for distractions and convenient lies. Everybody wants silence, nobody wants pain, but freedom was never born by staying unchanged. While humanity's drowning and gasping for breath, too many stay sleeping while walking toward death. Comfort won't save us when the walls cave in. You can't hide forever from the state we're in. The peace that you're holding can vanish overnight when the chaos you ignored comes knocking in your life, and the few still standing feel abandoned in the fight, trying to hold the line while the world turns blind. No, we can't sit back while the whole world burns. If nobody listens, then nobody learns. They say it's a movie, just actors on a stage, but the script's been running long before our age. Central casting, faces, intelligence disguised, selling fear and illusion right before our eyes. Yeah, maybe it's theater, maybe it's planned, but the damage is real across every land. Families divided, souls bought and sold, truth buried deep beneath comfort and gold. People don't want pressure, they don't want the strain, don't want uncomfortable thoughts inside their brain, so they turn up the music, pretend not to see while chains get tighter, disguised as being free. Comfort won't save us when the walls cave in. You can't hide forever from the state we're in. The peace that you're holding can vanish overnight when the chaos you ignored comes knocking in your life, and the few still standing feel abandoned in the fight, trying to hold the line while the world turns blind. No, we can't sit back while the whole world burns. If nobody listens, then nobody learns. Real love warns people when the danger is near, not silence pretending there's nothing to fear.
I like that one.
Awareness ain't hatred and truth ain't despair. It means somebody still loves enough to care. You don't win a war by refusing to see or hiding your eyes just to feel temporary peace, because history repeats
say
when the
something?
people comply, and comfort becomes the reason freedoms die. Comfort won't save us. Comfort won't save us. Comfort won't save us. It's a beautiful cage, keeping good hearts quiet while evil takes stage. But I'd rather stand wounded, speaking what's true, than live in illusion like so many do. And if the few standing feel alone in the night, just know there are others still willing to fight. Cause we can't stay silent while the whole world burns. The future is watching, and history returns. Comfort won't save us.
Welcome. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the War Room, 5/27/2026. Yesterday was 26/26. Hope everybody had a good Memorial Day weekend.
Yes,
Some time away from the shit show, right?
which was very hard for a lot of the vets. Right, Memorial Day, because it brings back memories of their friends and
Yeah.
loved ones that they lost.
It's a lot of pissed off veterans.
Yes.
A lot of pissed off veterans finding out that people really don't care about the shit that people died for. So they're fighting in memory of them because they can't. So
Yes.
salute to those veterans that aren't towing the party line, but stand behind the Constitution, what you took an oath to, because that oath never expires, some say.
Yes.
Some say that oath never expires. And some people don't take that oath seriously at all, as we can see moving forward in this uh, shit show. I like that's the only thing I can think of calling it the shit show
It is.
because it is a shit show. Let me tell you, it's been for many decades. So today's hump day. Hump day, hump day. Yep, we're already. Hey, June 6th to be here. June 1st will be Monday. All right, so we have two more shows.
That's crazy. This month
Yeah,
went just flew by.
this month. The months feel like a week.
My whole life keeps flying by.
I mean, we had a
There's
you
like
know how
12
on
weeks in a year.
your photos your photos will pop up and it said like memories from
Yeah,
a year ago, whatever. Well, we had one popped up. I was like, that was 3 years ago. Like that does not seem like 3 years ago.
I had
That's
one that
crazy.
flipped up on me that was 8 years ago, and that's when I was in Hell, Florida.
Oh,
Um, yeah, I was like, holy shit! I was being tortured for 2 full years. Then
my God. Yeah,
it was like living in a fishbowl. I like the cool weather, and I can't take that humidity stuff.
that's how Texas is
You
humid.
can't stand humidity?
No,
Oh, you
no, it's
wouldn't
my
let it.
enemy.
Yeah, you might want to stay your ass up there.
Yeah, you wouldn't like Texas. When we came from Arkansas
Hey,
back to Texas, it was like,
you,
dang it.
you sweat walking to the mailbox.
Yeah, yeah, for real.
You're sweating before you even dry off from the shower.
When you walk outside, you better
It's
have a life vest on.
Yeah, it's like you have to take a breath, like
I didn't
it smothers your breath.
I didn't
no
realize how
wonder.
much humidity until I went from Arizona. I flew from Arizona to the East Coast and I got off the plane. It was dry air in Arizona,
Hmm.
right? And then I got off and it felt like I got off in the airplane in South Carolina and it felt like I was swimming. Like
Yeah,
the humidity
Yes,
was so, the air was so thick. And I didn't, that was when I realized the difference. Because I've always lived in humidity, so I didn't know anything
different.
different. Like in Arizona, you can get to up to 120 degrees, 130 degrees, and you're still good.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a
This
dry
wet
heat.
humidity, wet humidity, I guess we got to call it. I don't
Yes,
know.
that's what it is.
It's nasty shit.
It is. You get used to it though,
uh,
unfortunately.
it wasn't gonna get me. I had to get out. I was missing the mountains. I was having mirages. I was seeing um
Seeing mountains
roofs.
in
I
the
was seeing
background.
roofs on houses. I'm like, oh, a mountain. And then I'm like, no, you dumb bitch. That's a freaking roof. And I was like, I had to come back up here. I couldn't stand it anymore.
Right.
You can't even jump off a bridge because you wouldn't die. Like it's that ridiculous. Even jump off a bridge, they're not high enough.
They're not high enough. Nothing would happen.
All right, well, the, the irony in this post is through this. I don't really get it when you say no rhinos, but then you endorse Lindsey Graham and all the rhinos. It's really this shit show has gotten so like it towards idiocracy, Bill, that I can't even play with it no more.
It's
It really is like an IQ test for the right wing propagandists like Eric Doherty. I don't know who the hell this guy is. He pushes anything Trump pushes. That's it. That's it. And Trump is pushing lies to the base because it's Smith-Monk Modernization Act 2012. He's just entertaining his base. Meanwhile, real shit's taking place, right? But you say no rhinos. What about no pedos,
right.
right? Well, I thought that's the direction we were headed, but that's what I said. I even told him, even Gunther, I said, well, you guys, here's another Gunther, rhino hunter. Trump's hunting rhinos, but he endorsed Lindsey Graham. That doesn't even make sense. It should say pedo hunter, right? But it doesn't this time around. But and I told Gunther, I said, man, you guys literally have to ignore the elephant in the freaking room, don't you?
I
To
think
keep
he's a
pushing the
bot. What do you think?
no, he's a real guy. He's
Yeah.
just on the Trump shares his post, so he's like he don't want to lose his front seat tickets to Mar-a-Lago or any, and he probably has tickets to the damn UFC event. You see what I'm saying? He gets access to the administration, so there's no truth going to come from him other than what's determined to come from the White House from Trump. He's riding that safety line. It's right, but we're all awake. We realize that the government's been lying to us at least for decades, but since Obama started, since Congress unanimously, you guys know that, right? Congress unanimously voted for the Smith Monk modernization so they could lie to you. All right, so now they're lying to grandma, they're lying to grandpa, and then grandma and grandpa are going online and they're getting caught off guard because of what the hell's taking place is another reality. There's two realities, right?
Yeah.
And it pisses me off to know that this government is lying to my elders,
And have been for years.
because if you don't take care of your elders or the children, you'd lose, the whole country collapses
Yeah.
morally.
I mean, look what happened
When we
during
allow that
COVID.
to happen, we are okay with them still. I don't give a shit who it is, Trump, Biden, whatever character you want on your central stage. Uh, what did Trump call it? Central casting,
Central casting.
right? You still have to call it out for what it is. And I think it's crazy that the Middleton Gunther, uh, who is this other guy that said no rhinos? Let's go back here. Uh, Eric Daughtry. There's a few of these people that shared this, and I'm like, you guys are. It's just funny. This is hilarious. You say no rhinos, right? But then Trump endorses the rhinos and gets rid of America first. So you literally have to ignore the pedophile in the room standing next behind Trump, the guy that went to Epstein Island with children in tow, in order to keep making this about political. What about these women and children that were trafficked by? Oh wait, they weren't trafficked. They were charged with human trafficking children and women to nobody. My bad. I thought, but anyways, more bread and circus, more dumb shit coming from the right wing propagandists. They don't even realize they're being played. Like you're so this is retarded now. We're in retardoville. We're idiocracy
Yeah.
on steroids.
Everyone
Yeah.
has choice, right?
Yeah, there's your bread and circus. That's coming up. The Roman circus.
I don't
Go
even
ahead.
think people really understand about the human trafficking. It's kind of like people are still stuck in years gone by where we used to think human trafficking might have meant like they're going to pay people less money to work at a factory. I have the feeling that they don't even really get like the whole human trafficking thing, like sex and all that. I don't know. I could just be simple. I could just,
If you
uh,
think about it, we've been all trafficked, right? With our
right.
bonds and everything.
Yeah.
So there's real human trafficking, and then there's human trafficking of our straw men, our bonds,
Yeah.
traded on the stock market, like paper. It's invisible slavery,
Yeah.
right? Um, so yeah, I mean, there's multiple things that
I don't think that they.
compare it
I
to.
don't think a lot of them get that what it really means. Like it's when if when you think about a woman being or a guy being trapped in a room with 100 people, 100 men. Like if
Yeah,
you ever thought about something like that, and that's I don't know if they could even come to terms with it. Like I don't. I think they still think it is people being trafficked. Like oh, we're gonna make them work in a sweatshop. Like I really do. I think
yeah,
that's where we are.
yeah,
CPS has been trafficking. Law enforcement is what they hire as security to make sure the kids get from point A to point B safely. And for some reason, they're not getting there safely. Think about that.
the ICE detentions, the kids go missing in there,
Yeah,
and I just posted that to have some that get totally lost
in the
and is
system.
unaccounted for.
Yeah.
right? So that's worrisome.
That's why I think that using like the flowery words, like the pre-programmed words are not the way to go. Being blunt, like I just was, like being trapped in a fucking room with one woman, one man, whatever, and being sold to that 100 people. Like, can you imagine?
No.
And people are
Oh,
going back for seconds. So it's like if you're after one time or two times a night with your husband, and then the third time you're like, dude, give me a break.
and
Like if you can imagine that, that's 2 to 3 times, and then you're talking about 100, if not more. Can you imagine where you'd be? Like, and
and
you have to be blunt. Some people just will not get it until you slap them upside the head.
some are like you heard of overseas brides, right? They're trafficked over here to be married, so they can
Oh
send
yeah.
money to their family. I knew a girl that that's exactly what happened to her. Well, her family sent her here. She was from Ukraine. She was beautiful, gorgeous. She looked like a model, and she was with a guy that owned a business, ran a business, had a lot of money. Oh, way older, not good looking at all, and she wanted out. And so what she did, she saved her money. She worked, saved her money, and then she finally left him. Um, and then found somebody and had children. But yeah, she was trapped at the time. There was nothing she could do because when she wanted to threaten, he would threaten to send her back. Right. So she worked for her citizenship and saved every dime. So that happens a lot too. Foreign women get come over here.
And if you ever been overseas, I have, right? And as sailors, you go into certain locations, right? A lot of sailors, they go to the bars, the clubs, and stuff in all these other countries. So I've been into a club in Dubai, right? It's called
Mm,
Club New York. You go in there and it looks like nothing but like runway models are in there in this club. That's it. Like from all over the world, like
mm,
Chinese, South African, um, Japanese, whatever nationality you could
nationality.
think of in one location. And that was in 2005 or 2006,
When you're in the
right?
military.
Yeah, I was in the military. And then hindsight 2020, looking back, I go, wait,
Were they
there's
trafficked?
only one way that you can get that many women in one club from all over the world that they would have to have been trafficked there, or they all voluntarily just decided to go to Club New York in Dubai.
No, I doubt it.
You can go look it up. You don't believe me? Go look up. Go fact check me. Club New York. Write it down. Club New York, Dubai, and go
Hey,
look at the videos.
how many of those women do you think were really guys?
I don't know. I wasn't grabbing them by the pussy.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, that was Trump said that. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know.
That was a
Yeah,
joke.
no,
My bad.
that's interesting now to even think about that.
Yeah,
Imagine
exactly.
how much farther we could probably even go that we're not we don't even think like that. We're too
Right.
freaking innocent to even think like that.
Yeah. We watched a thing not too long ago on this workers that go to Dubai to work, and the ladies they worked at a hotel there, and she said that they take their passports, and when they wanted to go home to see their family, they wouldn't let them leave, and they wouldn't give them back their passports.
Yeah, in Dubai they have everybody in like blue oak coveralls, and they're from all over the world, like Indian people
Hmm.
doing all their construction there. These are all that whole. I think Dubai is being built on that. I think I don't. Maybe the people aren't. They're like you said, their passports are taken.
Yeah, the passports are
Their
taken
living
the moment they
conditions
arrive.
probably like Dubai looks like like a diamond in the rough,
They
but
say
deep
it's
when
like
you get off in there, away from all the glitz and glamour of Dubai and out into the hood, yeah, that's a whole nother world,
yeah.
man. And those people are from all over the country, like UK, India,
Hmm. Everywhere.
everybody's there building.
And you can't even go to just now that we know what's going on with law enforcement, military, all of them, you can't just run down the street and be like, help me, officer, help me. No. Because guess what? They were already in the club.
Right. And what they said was they offered them a place to stay, they get free food, everything. So it sounds good. It sounds attractive, right? But
Sounds like
then
the Hispanics coming up here.
yes, but you work all the time and barely hardly any money because they're paying for everything else. But then they don't want you to leave either, and they won't give you your passport back.
So I want to salute those again from Memorial Day. We didn't do a show Memorial Day, but definitely my thoughts and prayers were definitely with those who we lost, and also with my brothers today that are having to stand in their shoes. Well, they can't stand in their shoes, but or having to speak up for those that have fallen that can't speak up with everything that's going on within this system of corruption and uh, people that just tread all over the Constitution. They don't give a shit about that. They all take an oath to it,
Yeah,
but they don't realize the veterans and the people, veterans take that shit seriously.
like I showed
Government employees don't.
I shared the video of the auditor that he did a video on Memorial Day saying that they realized what the war was about. Yeah.
Yeah, that you're talking about flex your freedoms.
Yes, and
He was in
but
the army,
he goes and stands up for the Constitution and
right?
everyone's
And
rights.
and we're going to go into that right now. Thank you for bringing that up. We're going to go into that right now of what we're talking about, and then we're going to move forward with the show. We're going to talk about a few other things. Going to stay away from politics because it's nothing but propaganda right now. I mean, it's been propaganda, but it's like it's like IQ test level now. Where they're trying to see who's still got their head up their ass, I guess, or who's still going to push the propaganda on the people. And we're not going to participate in that shit. Right? We're going to counter the propaganda and counter the narratives. That's our job. Okay, right off the bat, we're gonna start. I'm gonna get everybody ready because uh, let's what let me play it right here. You're gonna have to read across the screen at the top as moving starting this video off, just so everybody knows. So we had risked our young lives believing that we were fighting for freedom. That's how it starts. 10-4. All right, here we go.
Hey, good.
I'm coming up only to hold you under. And coming up only to show you wrong. And to know you is hard. We wonder.
Oh, dude, stinks.
To know you all wrong. We wonder.
You want to give a shout out?
Hi, Adam.
Gun team. Hey, for gun team, baby. Gun team. Flex on them. And want to give a shout out.
Really too late to call,
It's
so
on camera.
we wait for morning to wake you is all we got. To know me as hardly golden. It's to know me all wrong. They were.
Whoa! Straight front.
Every occasion wants more. Scars every occasion I'm ready for the funeral. Every occasion of one billion day funeral. I'm coming up only to show you down for.
Hey! Yo,
Coming up only to show you wrong. To the outside, the deadly. For laying down in countries, hang their fall.
Hell yeah, man. Fuck it.
Every occasion I'll be ready for the funeral. Every occasion once more, it's called the funeral.
Get out! Get out!
Every occasion, oh, I'm ready for the funeral. Every occasion, oh, 1 million day funeral.
Frag out. Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright. And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
I want to start off with telling you a bit of who I am and what I've done. I served our country in the Army, airborne infantry, on the front lines, multiple combat deployments. I had my friend and others die literally in my arms. So I take this oath that you just swore to the Constitution very, very seriously. And I'm guessing you probably don't know anything about that oath that you swore today. I'm sure you don't. And that's a shame, because here in Marion, Iowa, corruption runs deep. And it starts with this guy right here, Mike the Cuck Kitzmiller. He is very corrupt. He's stated many times He doesn't care about that oath. He doesn't even remember it. We have him on camera saying this. He doesn't care about that oath. He will arrest you whether it's wrong or right and have the courts deal with it. That's what he said verbatim. I have him on camera. I just released a video of him and of all the corruption in Marion, Iowa. Over 100,000 people have watched it, and I'm going to continue to expose you guys until you take this oath to the Constitution seriously. Because my friends' deaths, they mean a lot to me. That oath means a lot to me. And to have people like him, Mike Kitzmiller, that doesn't care about that oath. He doesn't care about our rights. He's here to strip our rights. He doesn't care. Have you checked out how corrupt Lynn County is in general? No one cares about our freedoms here. And the people that don't care about the freedoms, they're the enemy. They're ruining America, land of the free. It's no longer land of the free because no one here even cares about their oath. I don't know, maybe a couple of you might. But from what I've seen, no one here cares about the oath to the Constitution, our freedoms. I took that same oath. I take it seriously. And it's not being taken seriously, especially in Marion, Iowa, Pigpen, the police department, so corrupt. Watch the video, Flex Your Freedoms. Over 100,000 views, and I'll keep throwing them out there. We get 100,000 views, no problem. And it exposes the corruption in Marion. Check it out, Flex Your Freedoms, because you will see true corruption. And if you want the problem fixed, honor that oath and kick him out because he is a traitor. He's the enemy here. Look at him squirming, knows it's true. And I'm not going to just have this keep happening every time. And I know you swore that oath, and I'm guessing it's freedom of speech. Learn it. Obviously, you swore that oath just minutes ago, and you don't know jack about that oath. You're the problem too. Wake up, city council members. Wake up. He's not good. He's not good. He's evil. This guy's evil. This guy's shaking his head. No, you guys are corrupt. What's the Fourth Amendment? Do any of you even know? Yeah, that's what I thought, of course. It would have been if one of you just said it, But I know, does anybody know the freedoms that we have here? It's a shame. It's a joke. It is disgusting. Do better. Do better. Learn your oath. You just swore it. Learn what you swore to. Okay, well, I'm gonna end with this. You guys are all stupid nerds. Learn the Constitution. And I see you over there. I see you, Sarah Mincer. I know you're involved with corruption as well. Don't do the eye tilt at me. I know I have things on you. I have things on all you guys. Just wait. You guys are going to continue to be exposed. Honor your oath because I take that seriously. So do my dead friends. Shame on you, especially you, Mike. Shame on you. That's a coward sitting right there.
You're a coward.
Get wrecked, Mike.
You what?
I said get wrecked. How about you honor your oath? That's the face of a tyrant. Millions have already watched you, Mike. How many more millions do you want on you? Because I'm going to bring them. And you're getting sued, buddy. You already are now. Have fun. Because you're going to be squirming just like you were on that seat. Very uncomfortable, huh, when the truth comes out. You're corrupt, Mike. Coward, too.
Criminal Kitzmiller.
Yeah, this guy right here, Turtlehead, very corrupt.
Belongs in jail. Kitzmiller belongs in jail.
Flex Your Freedoms. Watch it. City of Tyrants. Expose all these pups. I know you guys hate to see me again, but I'm back. And I'm on to you. And I have a lot of information, especially you, Mayor, of what you guys are involved with. Wake up and see the corruption you all are involved with. Because you guys are sick. Sick as hell. You're a disgrace. And another thing, did any one of you here actually learn jack shit about the oath that you swore to the Constitution? Remember last time you raised your hand? Oh, I'm going to solemnly swear to defend the Constitution. But yet none of you knows jack shit about the Constitution, huh? Why is that? You know, this is America, the supposed land of the free, and it's not because of criminals like this guy, Mike the Cuck Kitzmiller. Criminal. You know what he said? He said that he would go ahead and arrest people. He doesn't care if it's right or wrong. He'll let the courts decide, Mike. But I'm back, buddy. And it's coming, buddy. It's coming. Justice is coming.
Justice is coming. And this isn't the only time I've heard that. I've heard of several officers. I watch a lot of body cam footage from the First Amendment auditors and FOIA requests on body cam footage. They all say they let the court, let the judge deal with it. They
Yeah.
don't give a shit about what your rights are on the street. They'll call you a sovereign citizen. They'll call you a constant. What are you, one of those constitutionalists? Like, aren't
Like
you,
it's a joke.
asshole? Didn't you take an oath? Oh, wait. This is a captured operation. It's a military operation. They didn't take an oath. They took an oath to the corporation, which is a dead entity. It's a corpse. It's dead. They deal with dead entities. That's why they treat us like the way we do, because we don't know who we are yet. We forgot our authority. We forget that when you wake up and realize who you are, what your authority is, their asses will be put back in place real quick, like.
All the vets said
But you can't do it bootlicking.
they say justice is coming and the reckoning's coming.
The reckoning.
I
You
say
thought
that a lot.
you
The
thought it was
reckoning. That was
you
in,
thought
that
it was.
was in Wyatt Earp.
Yep.
It's a reckoning, and that I love that line.
Yes.
Did you think justice was coming from the Department of Justice?
Oh no, it's coming
Give
from
me a break.
something way
As y'all
higher.
can see, the Department of There's No Justice coming
It's coming from.
covered up a lot of shit over the years.
Actually, it's been happening. It's been happening daily.
Yeah. So let's get back to the. Yeah, so that is I paused it to say that that is an attitude that most of these officers have. They don't give a shit about your constitutional rights. This guy lost friends, brothers in combat based on a war based on lies from a bunch of corrupt ass politicians. He's pissed off that the corruption is still rampant and nobody gives a shit. But yet you want to stop for a second on Memorial Day and think about it, and then on Veterans Day you think about it. But the other 362 days out of the year, it's shit on. Fuck your rights. So don't tell. What does 903 say? Don't tell someone that they ain't got the rights that they fought for.
That's right.
So that's the reckoning that's coming for a lot of people. There's 2 million, 3 million veterans in Texas alone, right? We got at least 250,000 that are active in Texas, right? That I know of at the minimum. Now, that per state, right? And as veterans, we don't look at race, religion, who you voted for, none of that
Try
shit.
not to.
We don't give a about none of that, right? We look at content of character, integrity, honor, courage, commitment, putting your life on the line, right? Serving the community. You ready to die to make sure somebody gets home, not you kill them and make sure you get home, like they flipped on us with law enforcement. You got to make sure law enforcement gets home safely. But while there's 5,000 Americans laying dead on the street, no investigations. Qualified immunity. And then a system so corrupt that none of this is being investigated. So now you created a culture of, it's like, I wonder who's got the most bodies. Who's got the most bodies I want to know. I know everybody knows right now who's got the most bodies. Y'all brag about it. So there's one officer out there that's got the award, right? Probably 5, 10, 15, 20 Americans. Nobody's questioned anything. Bodies, right? Because what happens when a real human being has to kill another human being, it does something to them. They're never the same again. So it takes a special kind of person to be able to murder somebody, kill somebody in the line of duty, and then still move on with your life as if nothing happened. And then you get 1 body, 2 bodies, 3 bodies, 4 bodies, and then you're just numb. Like you're not even, there's no emotion. I mean, we got guys showing up to traffic stops like we're at World War III. That's why they got to touch the car and all that, because every person could be the one that's going to kill them. That's their mindset. So they live in fear, and then in return, their fear sometimes ends up in a casualty. A lot of times. All right, let me continue here. So violate their rights. They're like, "Fuck your rights. We're going to call you a sovereign citizen." I'm like, "Bitch, I'm a veteran. Call me no sovereign citizen. You took an oath, right? Didn't you? But you serve the people." Oh, they'll tell you real quick. "Oh no, I don't. We don't serve the people. We don't serve you." Their egos are so huge. They literally think they don't serve anybody. Oh, but they're serving somebody, all right.
You're going to be just squirming like you were last time. 1
Word.
million people all get to watch you, Mike.
Yep.
1 million. Same with you, Mayor. I have sick information on you guys, especially you, Mike. This guy right here, Turtlehead, he is a beyond disgrace. But just wait, Mike. It's coming, buddy. It's coming. You messed up, Mike.
What's that?
You messed up. I'm going to expose you. Just know that. I'm going to expose you for the criminal you are. You're sick.
I know.
You're sick. Move. Think you mess with me, Mike?
No.
Think you mess with my freedom that my friends fought and died for? Do you? Do you, Mike? World War II veteran. Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Today is my anniversary.
Really?
77 years ago, I got home today.
Oh, it's Hornus.
What do we got going on, fellas?
Oh, hello. Just conducting an investigation.
All right.
Do me a favor. Can you guys separate? Can I have one of you go over here, please?
No.
Yes, I need you to come over here, please.
For what?
Say like they pull up like he running something. Like, this is America, motherfucker. What the fuck did I do? No crime is being committed. Don't tell me what to do. Don't pull up and tell me what to do. You know who you're talking to? That's the issue.
Yep.
This is how they handle people. All right, did you get over there? You stand over there. I need you to jump over here on 1 foot, please. Stand right there. Like they got to pull up and just take control. They don't even have a clue what's going on there. All right, this is a veteran right here on a sidewalk, public sidewalk with a camera. And we're pulling up like they're terrorists. Right? So that's the issue. So this is the kind of content that he does. He does the First Amendment audits. He does this to trigger responses in the neighborhood to see how they act.
And he does the lawsuit.
And then he clowns them in the process. He's a comedian type.
He does it a unique.
He does
way,
it funny,
too.
like in a different, he plays characters.
Yes.
Right? He was in the military, guys. You got to understand veterans, right? Sense of humor and how we do shit. He's been in combat. You think he's scared of a police officer pulling up in an SUV?
No.
No.
You think that really scares him? It's funny to see you guys wearing more. You're wearing more body armor than they did in Iraq.
Once
Why
you know more, it gets to be it balances out because once you know a little bit more, all the knowledge, then it's like you look at him and it's just you just see a clown that could kill you, but a clown.
So this officer could have pulled up real nice and said, "Hey guys, I'm just checking on you, see how everybody's doing. Okay, I see you're exercising your First Amendment right to record in public. We got a call, but just wanted to stop by as part of my duty. See y'all later. Have a great day. I salute you. Continue doing what you're doing. You're protected in this city anytime, any day. And all constitutional rights are respected here in this city.
Right.
But that's not what happens. They show up and show you exactly where the training and what they're lacking in is the educational part of the Constitution, I believe.
And that's what the people need to see.
And once that Constitution gets back into play and they operate within that, everything, the crime rate goes down, the arrests go down, all the unconstitutional bullshit goes away, all the just stopping somebody because they look suspicious and bullshit goes out the door. But I'm afraid that it's going to take people being sued personally over and over and over, officer after officer after officer, to make a point. Or they can say, "Hey, man, I don't want to risk my pension. I work too hard. I got a family. I got kids, grandkids. I need the pension to say, this is what my kids and grandkids are depending on. I'm not going to do anything to sacrifice that to be a tyrant, right? Then you make me a target in public, right, with the people, because they see you as that. So in order to get respect, you have to give respect, and there's a way you treat people, and I think they need to tone it down just a little bit and how they pull up, and maybe go back to pre-Patriot Act behavior. Maybe, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, quit running around acting like you're in, like we're in Iraq, like we're in Afghanistan. This isn't Afghanistan. We're not the Taliban. We're Americans.
When you've got to put your fingerprint on somebody's car when you're pulling them over because they didn't put their turn signal on, there's a problem. There's a disconnect right there.
Exactly.
That teaches them fear of that. Psychologically, that does something to the officer, that he's even thinking that as he's walking up to that tail light. Like if you're that scared, don't pull nobody over, dude.
Exactly.
Like, how about that? Stop pulling people over, and you won't have to touch the bumper and then worry about your whatever fear shit that you've been trained to, so that you walk up to grandma and grandpa and you treat them like they're criminals in a traffic stop.
Well, they know
And
that they've been doing wrong the whole time. They know it. They know it. Even though they won't admit it, they know they're doing wrong.
what are you gonna do to stop it?
You know what? The more people that know what's going on and get more knowledge, that's the best way to fight anybody.
That's it. Knowledge is your power. Once you wake up and realize that, because a lot of people really aren't aware, they just this the blind loyalty and the programming that we've had over decades, through all generations, to treat authority as like they're above us,
That's right.
right? So we gave up our authority, and I think it started even in the civil rights movement, to the federal government. That's why you see this shift in power from the people to the them, and why you see people worshiping them. And when you talk about them, it's like a personal attack, and then they come at you. Oh, you're a Democrat, or liberal, or Republican, or you're like
Because
this binary thinking.
That's why these auditors were so important, so the public could see.
Yeah, I watched the auditors. The auditors show me a lot. I'm not speaking blindly. I've been watching them for years. Right? In order to fix the situation, you have to go in you have to get into it, right? You have to look into it, like, in order to fix it. Like, if you want to fix homelessness, you get a homeless person to help you.
And they know how to do it. They know what they need.
So that's your qualification. You were homeless
Your experience
before.
is your
You know what it
qualification.
is, what you need, what they need, what you've been through it. You've walked through the dark, and now here you are in the light, and then you help.
That's it.
So that's why I say the first will be last, last will be first. That's why the sinners and the saints come together.
That's it. Like the Nagamati says.
Everybody's being watched. Over the Capitol, they, done seen, spinning wheels from a chariot. They know what's going on. That's why they putting out the movie Disclosure. Disclosure is going to be a documentary. More likely, it's a movie, but take it as a documentary. And
I'm just making sure I didn't know if that video played or not. Did that play, Nadine? Did you hear it?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
It wasn't done.
Okay, here we go.
everybody's being watched. Over the Capitol, they, done seen, spinning wheels from a chariot. They know what's going on. That's why they putting out the movie Disclosure. Disclosure is going to be a documentary. More likely, it's a movie, but take it as a documentary and decode it. Everything going forward now, don't be entertained by nothing. Politics, sports, nothing. Understand that everything is a game within a game. But like I said, there was two different kind of spirits and two different kind of entities that came to this planet. One had the decision to make humanity suffer, bondage, keep them working, gold miners and slavery. And the other spirits wanted to see us evolve, bring out the God within, and have a place of paradise on earth. So there's a choice you have to make. And that's the free will that you have to make the choice of either one. But you gotta understand that your choice for paradise ends their game. The government, no matter how much they talk about health care and all this other stuff that they talk about doing for the people, global warming and how they trying to help society, trust me, a perfect earth destroys their matrix, their money system fall. So they need people to go to jail. They need you sick in hospitals. They need you miseducated so you can be educated to be a worker. They need you dumbed down to one religion so you won't believe that God is within you and you are every book walking. So this is how it goes. When you make the decision to make the right choice for what's right for your sole purpose, understand at that moment there, you have decided to be a warrior and stand for what's right. Now the movie Disclosure that they're coming out with is going to revolve everything. They have to reveal this information to the public because it's a universal law. So what they try to do is they try to play both sides. Remember, this is a good cop, bad cop attitude and method that they've been using. They be the God and there be your devil at the same time. But understand, he's only one. He's evil. So, know that everybody's being watched. Everybody. Now Trump just had this situation that happened at the White House in the ballroom, which there was supposed to be some type of perpetrator coming into the White House, letting off shots. Now, I want you to go back. The guy that was talking to Trump, his name is Oz something, but he's a mentalist, he's a magician. So what they're doing, they're coming out with all their magic tricks. Now you see me, now you don't. Ain't none of it real. It's all fake. Matter of fact, his name with having odds in it lets you know on the evolutionary process that we're all Dorothy trying to find our way back home. And all of these things that Dorothy was lacking, that she found: courage. She knew what to do when she got her brain illuminated and her heart chakra going. And then you get to see behind the curtain, there's just somebody pulling a string on humanity. This person is not even powerful at all. He has no power. He only goes by his technology and its illusions. But the technology that you have inside of your body, inside of your mind, with one thought, from thousands of people on this planet, can shut down their whole system. Matter of fact, it is now, because we're study seeing through the game. This is the ending of their game and the beginning of ours. Ashe.
Right. So that was pretty powerful, right? So that's why we covered politics, to try to get people that are still stuck in that
I
paradigm
covered it to show it how fake it is.
to get out of it and laugh at it. That's what we're supposed to do. Just laugh at it, make a joke out of it because it's ridiculous.
Central
But
casting.
like he said, everyone has free will, but
Mhm.
everybody is
You can
being
still watch.
watched.
You can still watch the Truman Show.
Mhm.
Look at here's another thing look into the look up on YouTube the Truman Show audience and watch. There's a 6 minute clip and it just shows what the audience does while Truman lives his life. And then once Truman is exited the stage, all they do is go to the next person to watch.
That's right.
They just turn the channel. And then some people don't even realize they've already watched this episode. They only realize they've already done this before. Some people are realizing that we've been here and done this before,
Oh
and
yeah.
that you watched this episode before. It's a rerun. It's in a loop. You got to wake up and remember that. And they play this loop until you rise to consciousness.
So basically, Trump, Lindsey Grant,
Fake as shit.
all that stuff is a magic trick
Right.
to keep you stuck.
Think about it. 10
I
years.
mean, you can follow it. Don't participate in it. Laugh at it, right? But there, I mean, some things they're doing are really impacting us, right?
Oh
So
yeah.
you don't just ignore it either. Like you got to stand up for certain things that's maybe happening in your area. Just show that you're fighting back or speaking about it or sharing it. But it's just a joke. That's what MAGA means. It was magic. It's a magic trick for your mind.
Right. So BlackRock had the perception of wanting your pension. They want your pension. They're going to use because BlackRock deals with is the largest asset manager. Did y'all know that? So they're going to use that money and assets and use that for the data centers.
Which what they said was coming. They're gonna.
Yeah.
That's why Mike was telling you to get your 401ks out.
Larry Fink,
They're gonna take those.
y'all got that?
They're,
Five by
collect-
five?
they're the collector.
Retirement savings and investment.
It's not
I
real.
It's like those heads exploding emojis are going off all over the
Mhm.
world.
Yep.
Proposed use of pension savings for AI infrastructure, right there.
Yep.
Number 2. And
They
that's why
said
people
we
were
will
trying to
pay
pull.
for it.
Remember when everybody was trying to pull out their money out of BlackRock and they said no, they put a penalty on it and said no, you can't pull it out for so many years.
Mhm.
So they're stuck. So whoever has investments in BlackRock, they're pretty much stuck. They're not going to let you pull anything out.
So that's what we're talking about. There's real things they are doing that does affect us, right? But the other stuff's just dog and pony show. Um, so yeah, we're gonna go through some things, right? Some people are gonna go through things. People with maybe that have a lot of money invested in things. I don't know, but
Right.
the ending's gonna be better. But
The ending's got to be a lot better. Good
it's
luck.
gonna get a little worse. Yes.
Pray for us, right?
Yeah. Just you got to help people get through it. And you can already see the politics is just getting just crazy.
I don't even know how to explain it
It's just
anymore.
ridiculous, but it's just all crap.
It's like
Well,
an IQ test.
hang on a second.
It's that when Trump says he's taking the cognitive test, I think that's what he's giving his base.
Look,
For
sheepdog.
people that are, you get what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yes,
It's
exactly.
a cognitive test. Like what? Like you have to understand. Lindsey Graham they were not best friends. Now they're like boyfriend and girlfriend. Something ain't right here, and nobody's
Something
saying
ain't right
anything.
with that picture either. Oh God.
Like, something-
But yeah, he Trump. The one thing Trump is doing it is
shaking shit up
he's part of it, but he is giving you clues.
like Blue's Clues.
Telling you straight out in your face a lot of things too. But he's double talks.
Yeah, he sat there and pointed at the underground bunkers being built and told us how deep they were going to be.
Yeah, and he wasn't supposed to.
And he pointed
wasn't
out,
supposed
look,
to.
this is going to be 6 stories deep, and he was pointing at it, and I'm like, holy shit, is he?
Because it's already there.
Thanks, Trump. Like you're better than the reporters.
They put it in there during World War II.
So he's showing you. I mean, he's like, look, right under, and I don't know what they're really doing under there. They may have had people under there locked in there for Lord knows what they were using that for, or who was under there, or you know what I mean. So 6 stories deep.
That's
Damn.
That's deep.
That's real deep.
So here's the trailer.
Hold on. Sorry.
For disclosure.
Disclosure Day final trailer. This is what he just talked about in the video clip we just played. There we go. You want to do the we do not own the rights to the material.
Oh,
It's for educational purposes only.
yes. We don't own rights to this. This is for educational purposes and entertainment only.
There we go. Let's go. This is the movie coming out. When's it coming out? This summer? Here pretty soon.
Coming out soon. I think they said in July.
Okay.
I can see them. I am much more inclined now than I was when I made Close Encounters to really believe that we're not the only intelligent civilization in the universe.
What did you steal?
Secrets. People have a right to know the truth. This is a story about us. All of us.
Good morning, Kansas City.
Up against the most extraordinary event in human history.
What's happening to me? I'm frightened. I'm frightened out of my wits.
You don't need to be. You have someone else.
Daniel Kellner,
Who is this?
do not go back to the house. They found you. I don't know who you are, but they're gonna kill you.
The human race cannot accept what we know. We need to stop him any way we can.
What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? This 79-year cover-up of the truth has to end.
We're interrupting our coverage.
How will disclosure change us? I believe for the better. It will remind us of our capacity for empathy and that there is something bigger out there than just ourselves. The only way to know your purpose is to go back to where it all began. I know you.
I know you do. What happened to us?
I used to say to myself, wouldn't it be wonderful if all of this turned out to be true? I'm now thinking, wouldn't it be wonderful for people to know they're coming? All of this is true. Disclosure Day.
What was that, June 12th?
June 12th. Yeah. And okay, this next one, he's kind of going through the different plot theories that they think, because no one's seen the whole movie yet, right? How this could play out. Is it the government going to try to like use it as fear and use the technology they have had, like DARPA and all that, or you'll see. There's different things, the different theories, and then y'all tell me what you think.
The June 12th release of Steven Spielberg's Disclosure Day, the legendary filmmaker has issued a warning. All you need to get from the beginning to the end of this film is a seatbelt. With a marketing campaign that strictly forbids showing anything from the third act, the film has become a lightning rod for expert speculation. Is it an invasion, a hoax, or something far more personal? Today, we're breaking down the top 5 most anticipated plot points and the expert theories that could change everything we know about Spielberg's sci-fi legacy, including what is possibly the biggest theory scouring the internet. Is this film actually a sequel to one of Spielberg's most iconic sci-fi hits? Number 5, the false flag psyop. The first major theory suggests that the alien arrival is not an extraterrestrial event at all, but rather a highly sophisticated technological hoax. According to this narrative, the private defense corporation Wardex, led by the mysterious figure played by Colin Firth, has spent decades perfecting advanced holographic systems and anti-gravity technology. The goal of this elaborate ruse is to create a common enemy that would force the world's nations to unite under a single authoritarian global authority, effectively using fear to justify the implementation of martial law. If this theory holds true, the ultimate disclosure isn't about meeting life from the stars. It's the shocking revelation that the government has been faking UAP sightings for years to hide their own breakthroughs in terrestrial technology. However, we are almost 100% certain this is not the case, and frankly, it would be a major disappointment if the plot actually went in that direction. Number 4, the hybrid/infiltration theory. The trailer features a chilling scene of Emily Blunt's character, a meteorologist, speaking in a clicking, non-human dialect while live on air. This has sparked a theory that Disclosure Day isn't about an arrival, but about the realization that they are already here. This theory claims that a significant portion of the human population consists of biological sleepers, or hybrids, who are unaware of their own nature. Fans have analyzed trailer frames showing characters with rapidly fluctuating pupils and morphing physical traits. The speculation is that Emily Blunt's broadcast doesn't just deliver a message, but serves as a global activation key that triggers a dormant genetic code within these hybrids, revealing the alien presence that was already sitting in our classrooms and offices. Number 3, the shared language.
Damn, I want to pause it and talk about it. But we're going to watch it all the way. Let's watch it all the way through, and then we're going to go back, and I'm going to show, because there's a few talking points in here I want to touch on, because this is what we've been waiting for. You're waiting for the sleepers to wake the bell to be lifted.
Right.
Right. And what is that going to lift that bell? Or what's going to activate them? Right. The sleeper cells.
Right.
What's going to activate them?
Well, like I've shared with the Navajo guy that talks about how their ancestors are from the stars, right? So that he says they are the hybrids, right? So many of us are hybrids or have the DNA of the they call it the ghost DNA. Right, and since we all have intermixed, a lot of us carry that DNA, but we don't know who we are because of what they've done to us, right?
We're the United States of amnesia.
Right. So I think this could be a mixture of all these theories. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. All right. Let me get it.
This theory argues that the two offices. Number 3, the shared language. This theory argues that the two main characters aren't just random strangers caught in a crisis, but are actually part of a shared consciousness or a secret genetic program. In the new trailer, when Emily Blunt's character begins clicking and speaking in that eerie, non-human dialect on live television, we see Josh O'Connor's character react not with fear, but with understanding.
And another thing, when you hear like in these movies, they use these characters called Josh O'Connor.
That's JC.
JC, right? With a Irish or Scottish name.
Right, and just like in Terminator's name was John Connor.
John Connor, JC. Then in the Lord Passion of the Christ was Jim Caviezel.
The theory
was Jim Caviezel,
Yeah.
JC, and so on and so on. You can see that Jim Carrey played the JC.
Oh, somebody asked if it's going to be in theaters only. It will be in theaters only on June 12th, but it will also stream on Amazon Prime.
Suggests that they, and potentially thousands of others, will act not with fear, but with human dialect on live television. We see Josh O'Connor's character react not with fear, but with understanding. The theory suggests that they, and potentially thousands of others, were engineered or altered at birth by a non-human intelligence. The disclosure isn't a speech from the president. It's an activation signal sent through the airwaves.
Oh, shit.
This signal acts like a key, unlocking a hidden part of their brains that allows them to communicate with the visitors and each other. The trailers focus on their intense...
Hey, be careful watching those presidential addresses at 4:30.
Well, no, he said it won't be a presidential.
Oh, he said
It
it
will be
won't?
somebody that comes
Somebody
on
that comes on the
gives a
TV?
gives a code,
Like,
just like the newscaster. She does that clicking noise, which was a code that activated
and
it.
you see the butterflies over here to the left with the
Mhm.
monarch. See the split personality, but then the owl.
Yeah, she says
With
she
the-
does that clicking noise, which activated them, activating the sleeper cells.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Hey, it's just going to get real interesting this summer.
Hmm.
connection implies that while the world sees an invasion, these two are finally waking up to who they truly are. Number 2, non-human intelligence via animals. The first teaser notably featured strange shots of an elk and a cardinal. A popular breakdown suggests that Spielberg is utilizing biomimicry, the idea that the intelligence isn't in a spaceship, but is a consciousness that has been observing humanity through Earth's fauna. The theory posits that Disclosure Day is the moment this collective consciousness stops observing and starts communicating directly through the biosphere. Expert theorists believe the disclosure isn't just that aliens are coming, but that they have been observing us through the natural world for decades. This ancient observer trope suggests the aliens aren't from another planet, but perhaps another dimension right here on Earth. And finally, number 1, the secret sequel. The most popular and supported theory is that Disclosure Day is a secret direct sequel to Spielberg's 1977 masterpiece, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Set nearly 50 years after Roy Neary boarded the mothership, this theory suggests the film will finally answer what happened to the humans who were taken. Between the multicolored light patterns on the craft that mirror the original film's design and the timeline of Josh O'Connor's character, who many believe is Roy Neary's grandson, the evidence is mounting. This theory posits that Disclosure Day is the scheduled return of the visitors, but this time, the exchange will be global and unavoidable, bringing Spielberg's most iconic story to a definitive, modern conclusion. If the disclosure is that those people are coming back changed, it would bridge Spielberg's most hopeful film with what looks like his most terrifying. Whether Disclosure Day is a spiritual successor to Close Encounters or a brand new nightmare, Spielberg is clearly ready to make us look at the sky with fear again. What's your theory? Is Margaret possessed, or is she the next step in human evolution? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for all the latest theories and news on all the major upcoming films.
What he said. What happened to the people that were taken? Do they come back changed? In what way? Right?
Right.
So that's where but like he said about the animals, they say animals are messengers, and that Native Americans talk about how the animals can see between in the spirit world, and they're in between. They can connect between both. Like you've seen your cat look at something, and there's nothing, you don't see it, but they see it, right? Even when babies born, they look at things and smile, like they can see into the other realms. So maybe we'll all realize that the animals are much more than just animals.
Yeah, birds know stuff at 4 months in advance.
Oh yeah.
Birds know stuff 4 months in advance. So the false flag psyop.
Yeah, it's probably going to be all of them, and probably more. Like, I couldn't choose just one of those.
Right, or it could be a mixture of all. I mean, but I
Plus
don't know.
more that aren't even up there.
But right. So I mean, we won't know until we watch it. But I mean, is it a deception or is it disclosure? That's what you have to decide.
Right, it says false flag psyop.
If it moves everybody forward, then that's good. You know, like just anything to move everybody forward.
Right, but in what direction is what I'm
The
saying,
direction that's in
right?
the
Is
best
it
interest
their
of the corporation,
direction? Um,
the United
right?
States.
Is it like you said, that first theory, the government doing a false flag psyop to push humanity in the direction they want, or is it the other way around?
Well, they would do that anyway, because they would want us to come forward and speak up.
Right.
How we've been doing.
But if you listen to like the Hopi prophecy, I mean, that
Which one? This one or this one?
they also talk about the people coming out of the sky, like like um like parachutes, right? But it says it's coming from another country. So, see, and that nobody can stop them, or they're coming out of maybe their um, airships or something, or maybe there's cities up there cloaked by clouds. I don't know. And there's been people living up there.
Well, they said they have shit maybe possibly attached to the firmament, just like in the Truman Show where the Sirius satellite
Yes,
canister
false.
fell,
Yep.
the Dog Star, right?
Yep.
And it was so yeah. And then when you look at Sliders, there is a city, a sky mall.
Yes.
There's a sky mall.
And Jack and the Beanstalk, right? Climbs up there, up past the clouds, and there's people living up there. Well, there were giants in that, but
Theory. The trailer features a chilling scene of Emily Blunt's character, a meteorologist, speaking in a clicking, non-human dialect while live on air. This has sparked a theory that Disclosure Day isn't about an arrival, but about the realization that they are already here. This
right?
theory
And
claims that
they said they're amongst us. They look like us, but they're not us.
Wait, they're already here. Yeah, they're kind of like showing you on TV for like many years.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to this next one.
Americans, as it were, know who they are, understand where they come from, understand their purpose here.
No, they don't have a clue. Not to misunderstand, but the American people, the Americans, they are the descendants of tribes also. They have a tribal ancestry. It's in the genetic memories, and it's way back. I mean, it goes through time. We are all the descendants of tribes. When I look around America, that memory isn't there. It's just not there. So that's why I say they don't really know who they are. It's not that they can't find out or cannot bring, or it's not that consciousness can't be brought back things, but at this point, just the way that things are. We live in a society that does not follow the teachings of its past, its commandments, or whatever you want to call it, right? But it's religious moral values. All right. I don't necessarily agree that that's really what it's all about. I think it's about responsibility. But we live in a technologic society that follows a dominator male God, and they say that they speak that they follow a religious moral value. But we live in a society that does not follow that religious moral value about coveting and stealing and killing and, you know, all the stuff, the worship of false idols and things like that. You know, I mean, the society listens to none of those teachings. So I see that, to me, it's like they don't feel any sense of spiritual relationship, continuity to their own ancestry, their ancestral past. The state of mental confusion that exists that's called normalcy. All right? They are tolerating a situation in life where they continually and perpetually feel powerless. And because they tolerate and perpetuate that situation, they are spiritually disconnecting themselves from their descendants, from their future. The environment is continuing to be attacked, the life support systems of the planet. The systems of authority that call themselves government and business, they are entrenching this wage slave system it's inflation and recession and trillion-dollar national debts and things. But see what it is, in the end is it's a form of economic enslavement of our children and their children and their children. See, they doesn't know who it is. You know, they just don't know who they are. And this situation has become created.
It's a good video.
Yeah, and that was back a while back that he was telling me, and we became disconnected with all this stuff, and that's not good.
Yeah, sorry about that YouTube. We lost a little bit of YouTube. We gave it.
Yeah,
We even
it
told
may
him
be running it through something. Sometimes it will come back on.
Yeah, it's back on right now, isn't it? Yeah, there
Yeah.
it is.
Cut away first, you have to think about, see the person's heart. You got to see the heart, you know, and understand that man, that human. Because that person was made by the Creator. He was made by Creator. Creator made a red man and a black man, a yellow man and a white man. 4 men he made. See? He didn't make a Catholic and Episcopal. He didn't make none of these. This world is here, is made in the beginning a spiritual world, not a religious world. Spiritual and religious is 2 different things that person has to understand. See?
Right, so the 4 different colors, 4 different
on the-
4 corners, 4 cardinal points.
It's black,
All-
red, white.
Right, which is spring,
Yellow.
summer, fall, winter.
Plus the color of us.
Right.
All of us. Different colors. Like he said, that he didn't.
He said he
make
scattered. He
Episcopal,
scattered them.
Catholic, Baptist. Yep.
He said he scattered them to 4 corners.
Mhm. Yeah.
Why? Because each one of them was different.
Till we come back together.
Then you come back into the circle, right? And then you invite the Great Spirit or the natives back into the circle. Boom. That's it. That's why you get the 4 corners out there. There's Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, maybe. The 4 corners
Yeah,
little
Utah,
area.
Mexico,
Yeah.
Colorado.
Yeah, there's a little, right at the 4 corners, there's a,
I think Nevada. I can't remember.
We know that something has gone wrong, so that all across the land our people are start destroying our native people's land and life and religion. Now that's coming to this period which prophesied it would be the last place, whether the white brother realize it someday and start correcting and stopping and
see that?
changing something.
See how you still in the circle with the cross in the middle of it? That's at the 4 corners.
Right.
It's on the ground. If you look at that, I'll pull it up.
And when he talks about the white brother, he's not talking about color or skin.
Because sooner or later purifiers is going to come and bring about full cleansing of this earth.
Yeah, you see that circle with the square in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Spring, summer. That's the 4 seasons.
Because if you can't do it, even you talk about religious, good moral principles, good government or principles, yet you can't stop these things, then these purifiers will have to do it with power and might, because Great Spirit gives them all the power to develop. I was wondering about who are those people that's going to purify this land? How are they going to do it? So they explained to me.
So you see it? That's the different timelines. Right.
We have a gourd rattle that we still use in our ceremony. And that gourd rattle represents the world. And one side this figure is on the drawing, and another one is on this side. There'll be a gold rattles. We still use them. The one old man told me, take a look. Whoever have this symbol in this world going to shake us up 2 times. And it just came to me quickly, and I wondered, what nation ever shown something similar to this one? Because they will be very intelligent people. They're going to produce many inventions of all time. They're going to be so powerful that they're going to use that to shake us up real.
Right. So he's talking about Nazi Germany, right? Right. So, hold on. This is the 4 corners that they're talking about that he's showing, just so you get a visual real quick. See it right there?
Yes.
The circle with the plus in the middle. Those are 4 different, where the 4 different states meet. You'll see that?
Yeah.
And then it has a little plaque there.
For left side, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah.
Yeah, right there. See it? All right, meeting. So you see how it's a circle, like a pie? There we go.
And they're going to almost destroy themselves. But later, out of it, a new generation is going to rise. This time they will know what to do in the right manner, for the right purpose. Then around it, there's a sun symbol. Those people are very intelligent people that have that symbol. They have produced many things, invent many things, and they become powerful. And they also shake us up 2 times, second time, with the help of another. These 2 have shook us up 2 times real hard, warning us. And they almost destroy themselves. But out of it, a new generation is coming, stronger, much better equipment, everything, powerful things going to be developed by these 2 people. Then the third one that will finally bring about purification of this land in this continent would be a man with red cap, red hat, or red cloak. Now, we do not know who that nation is or what people, but they say those people will have a large population, and they will also have much scientific inventions of all types. Very powerful nation going to be. So once he start moving, these others 2 will join him with all their power and might. The 3 of them are going to come here quickly together, and nothing can stop them. This time they're going to come right here. They say even they're going to come here so fast they come here for breakfast. Now this is nice clear day today, calm, everything nice. Tomorrow morning maybe we get up at breakfast time, then the whole sky will be darkened. The old man said, I don't know what will cause the darkening of the sky. Then he said people will be raining from the sky. And in one day they're going to get control of this whole continent. And they're going to cut us up into 4 sections. And they're going to look for a leader that still remains, a native leader still remaining to the spiritual path. And to him they will gather people here to him. And they will say, now these people, I gave them the religion and the duty to produce things, to invent things, and to become powerful people. When they came here, what have they been doing to you? Now, suppose he was the last chief still remaining in this area. They will ask him, and they will say, well, those people have destroyed my people. They have taken care of and taken everything from my people, land, rivers, and hunting rights, and everything that I use. They just took it away from me against my opposition. Then those that have done that, what we call purification, would be the real wicked people. People have taken advantage of them in that manner. These figures had no heads on them. That will be their supreme punishment. Because right in daylight, right in public, they're going to weed out those bad people and they're going to chop their heads off, they said. And that is what they said will happen. That's first punishment. Then they say, what about these people here? And he will look at them and said, well, at least they make an attempt to help us. They did try to do something for us to help us, protect us. And they will pull out all those people. They will know you can't get away. They said they'll have some means of catching you. And they will bring those people, there'll be a lot of those people. Then they will say, look, you have disturbed this land, life of these people. You have polluted their rivers and land and everything. Now you go and clean it up. And whoever survives out of that will be able to stay with the leader here. Then they say, what about these people? These people have really suffered, been persecuted and laughed at. They've been punished and they've been beat up also because they really stood by me. And they will pull out those people and they will be brought to him and they will be respected. That is what they said will happen at this period by the people that has this symbol and the man with red cap and red coat. They will come from each direction, from where the sun rises. And they will come here quickly. And they will have something to paralyze all man-made machinery. Everything come to a standstill. All power will go out. All man-made machinery will come to a standstill. And we will be helpless when they just come and take it over.
Right. So they're coming from someplace else here, right? And it sounds like an EMP, right? They'll do an EMP.
That's possible. That's in most of the movies. It shows that
Yeah.
electromagnetic
Leave the world
pulse.
behind.
Most of your it shows like the only
Modern
cars that
movies.
run are the older models, the ones without all the fuses and shit with the main fuse. I think it's 80 model about. Four corners. See that? Is that on the score? Yep.
Yes.
So yeah, things like that has happened before. Here's some of the biblical trees. Right, this guy's showing you the biblical trees, and here is check this out.
And then the flat part, just like
So you know how the wood is rotted? Well, if you look at a rotting branch, then you look at the mountains, you see it, how it splits and behaves or reacted just like the rotting wood. And then you see that in the mountains, and that's what he's pointing out right here is all these. This is a big, gigantic. These are the big trees that fell. They talk about the Bible cut down all the trees. That really happened. Something cut down these big ass trees, and these trees are so massive they lay miles long, and most of this tree is underground. This is just what's above the ground.
this is just massive. This branch was thousands of feet in diameter, and it goes on and on and on. So I mentioned the gaps, okay? We're walking through one right now. When I get down here, I'll show you when I turn around. And it's crazy because most everything laying on the ground is cedar like this, like that, like the generation of trees that are dead now that came after the flood. Anyway, this is one of them gaps right here. That's one of them gaps. And it goes on and on and on, like I just showed you in that tree. And this goes back for miles. That's how massive these trees were. And you see, and we're like walking through the top of the branch all the way back. It's just like this, as if this was laid down. Okay, and we're just walking through here, and all these small, insignificant gaps, like this wider one, from here to here, and this one right up there. We're like walking through this mess here. And like this piece right here, this small piece, that would be equivalent to that. All of this right here is connected to the branch that's underneath the ground. Now let's go right down here and see, it goes on and on and on.
Yeah, so y'all get that?
Yeah.
Look, he's holding up the piece of wood. Right here.
It's just like this.
You have to imagine this at a smaller scale, but what he's looking at is trying to show you how massive that one branch is. It goes for thousands of feet, if not miles long, just from one branch. And then he shows you where it was cut down at too. He shows you the base of it and how it fell. Like it landed just like an Avatar, where they cut down all those trees. Any movie you've seen,
really happened.
any movie you've seen where they cut down massive trees, that really happened. And this is the evidence of such an event.
And like I
They say it's
said,
the flood.
in the movie Jack and the Beanstalk, they cut down the beanstalk, right? So nobody can go up there to reach up in the whatever up above the clouds.
Right, so he's showing you this. This is the layout of the mountains, like what is laid out. And he's walking in these cracks, but on a massive scale. That's what he's showing you. He's like an ant on here. And that's what and most of this tree is underground. Like 75% of the tree, you're only seeing the top half like this. And you see how they split just like wood. And then when you walk up to the mountain, so to speak, you see the grading of the wood, even the color. And then he shows you the sap that comes out of these pines. Well, that hardens into a rock, right? Which is just a microscopic sap, right? But they're
hardened.
to us, yeah, it's hardened.
Yeah,
We'll
like
go
a
into
rock.
that.
Small, it's insignificant gaps, like this wider one, from here to here, and this one right up there. We're like walking through this mess here, and like this piece right here, this small piece, that would be equivalent.
See that? That's what he's showing you. That's wood. That's big ass petrified wood. The biggest pieces you've ever seen in your life. Right?
To that. All of this right here is connected to the branch that's underneath the ground. Now let's go right down here and see, it goes on and on and on. This branch went all the way up, all the way over.
So the point is, if you don't think these events are real, you think this is all conspiracy theory shit. We're showing you that this events can happen. Resets can happen. God
And they
can't
have,
say,
yes.
I'm resetting this, biatch, and then flood. Like
Right.
there's evidence of that. There's evidence of even heating,
Well,
melting.
it's the all the electrical stuff, right? And does something with the biofield, right? That makes it violently react to what we're doing. That's why technology wasn't supposed to be used like we're using it on these mass scales.
So somebody cut this big ass tree down. It had to have been something. Look at that. Come on now. That's wood.
Yeah.
That looks like a wooden. If I told you, hey man, this is my log cabin I'm building out in the woods, and I showed you this, and it looked like 2x6s going across, or logs, but that's stone.
This is not the color, but you come around over here, and I've shown you in some of my videos.
Damn, that looks like a chainsaw cut right there. See it? Wait, hold on. I can't see it on the screen. Let me right here in the corner, over here, the top left corner. You see it looks like a when you cut wood and you put a chainsaw in so deep, it looks like it kind of cut right there.
That it's all just like fibers. The whole thing. It is just massive. Here's a small little area that doesn't have the moss on it. It shows the tree color. Right here. Just this small area. This is all original cedar. It's incredible. It sure is. Just stand back.
These are the biblical trees, guys. Like, y'all want evidence of biblical locations that we're looking at it. It's not in the Middle East, right? In a small little town in Tel Aviv. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
This biblical is right here in your backyard. Look around, wake up. Right? Look at it. See it.
Like I say, this piece is massive, and it's just one of them little pieces. And walking up through here, I mean, as far as, I mean, it's for 100-mile radius. It's a branch after branch, crisscross, laid on top of each other, walking on top of them. And all this empty space, it's gone, like I showed you in that branch. All right, so we're going to move on. Okay, I just want to show you some more of the petrified sap, okay?
Here's the petrified sap.
These are just pockets.
See
What the gold
That's the petrified sap.
Yes.
That's where the gold stuff would be in. That's when the mining.
miners look for.
Right, and guess what? When wood is on fire, but it's lacking oxygen, it makes coal, don't it?
Yes.
So that's why they're called coal miners.
Yeah.
They're under there digging up the wood.
Yes. Like charcoal.
Like charcoal.
Yes.
Which is very expensive because they do that in China and Japan, where they take the wood and they heat it up, but they don't add oxygen to it, and all it leaves is just the charcoal, and it's worth a lot of money. Same thing. So something happened to where this wood or trees or whatever caught on fire, but then was smoldered, but still hot, and turned into charcoal.
The gold is in the quartz, which is the petrified sap. And I'll show you a couple things that this is the tree, or just a small portion of it. Okay. Let's go right over here, and I'll show you a little more. Right up here, hold on. Okay, look at this. These are pockets of sap. Sometimes they'll run a very long distance. You see that? That's the wood. That don't even look petrified. It looks like just real wood that's rotted. It's pretty incredible. Look at all the wood, and it's the petrified sap. The gold's in this. And sap today, when you look at, like on the cedar trees where they were damaged, you'll see balls of sap. You'll see little nodules like this. Some of them are microscopic because it's so small. But these trees are so large, the microscopic pieces turn into massive nodules that fractured. And like I say, if you look at this under a scope, you can compare it to the crystallized sap on the cedar trees. It's identical. It comes like this. It'll come like this. Comes in all kinds of different colors. All right, I wanted to show you this. This is pretty incredible stuff. All right, we're gonna move on. Okay, just wanted to document this a little bit. When you see little pieces like this laying all around in the mountains, just gotta look around and you'll see what it comes from. You see right here, this is part of the bark. And this would be, in my opinion, like a grain of sand in the whole ocean. It's so tiny. And you see, this is just a small part of the bark. Okay, and you see this is turned into mica. This is mica, but it's part of the bark and the wood. This is just a little sliver of wood. But when it's got the moss and stuff on it, it's hard to tell what it is. You see part of the tree and the sap petrified. Let's go right over here. Hold on. I showed you and told you how the tree rings turn to like fibers. Okay? All of this and everything else I've shown you over the years. You see a piece that recently broke off. What it actually looks like. It actually should be a little bit darker than that. Okay? And when you see stuff like this in the mountains, you'll know what it is. You just got to look around closer at things. This is where your flagstone comes from also. Large pieces of the ring of the tree. Okay? So we're going to keep on moving. Okay, we moved down a little bit, and I want to show you some more in document. I've told you many times how the cedar tree of today and the biblical cedar trees are unique from all their twists and turns. So I want to show you here. Watch out, rocks. Here's some of the petrified sap. And you see the way it starts to go like this. And it curves all the way up. But it also comes this way. And it's going down. And Lord knows how far it goes down, connecting and turning all under the ground. Just wanted to show you this.
So that's the biblical trees. The stories are true. So you see evidence of that for those that have the eyes to see. So, but geologists like to call that, what do they call that? The rocks that just pushed up out of the ground over time, like volcanic stuff. Maybe they try to dismiss it for something else. I don't know. But when you can look at for what we said, 100 miles of that tree, then you can look downstream of where that tree has fell from where it fell, and you see a stump. That's a big ass tree.
Yeah, it helped when he put that little piece up, and then he's like, that's the same thing right behind it. Like it was right behind it.
Maybe it got in the way when they were installing the firmament.
Maybe.
But probably, right? And then also they say once the temperature gets to a certain degrees up there, that some of the tree would freeze and fall automatically, like it wouldn't grow, but it's so high. Oh, there's the door. Sorry, I like that video. I was into it. I should have had the next ready.
It's a good video.
Here's the next. Let me share that channel real quick. That is from the channel name. This is on YouTube. They got years of videos about that specific topic. The biblical trees, biblical tree remains. This is just an example of a branch and more. This is from Hangman 1128 on YouTube.
Oh, wow. There's only 297 views or likes.
Right.
Right. He's out boots on the ground showing you some shit.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah,
lot of stuff like that. A lot.
Yeah, that's why I say these smaller channels are the ones bringing it.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter. You're like you would think you would have a million subscribers, but no, 30.
Share that
This is Hangman 1128. Y'all go subscribe to his channel. I subscribed a few years ago. I like looking into stuff like this. I like to see the evidence. Biblical tree remains. He shows you worldwide Ezekiel 31. You can go look up Ezekiel 31. Let's look at that. Is there Ezekiel 31 explained, right? What do they say about that? The Pharaoh to the mysteries, the fall of Jerusalem. The asylum right here is cider. Look at this. See this? Ezekiel 31, the Assyrian cedar. That's what we're talking about here.
Right, like
That's
you
what he's
talked
showing you.
about. The dogwood too is only found over here in America. Right?
Florida.
Yes.
Oh, that was the Noah's Ark?
All right, everyone.
Yes. Yes.
Yep, see it right here. And didn't they say Netanyahu was bombing Lebanon, where all the Christians are?
Yes.
That's where the cedar's at in Lebanon, with beautiful branches and poor shade, and very high, and its top was among the clouds. The waters made it grow, the deep made it high. With its rivers, it continually extended all around its planting place and sent out its channels to all the different trees of the field. Therefore, its height was loftier than all the trees of the field, and its boughs became many, and its branches long, because of many waters as it spread them out. All the birds and the heavens nested in it. Think about that. That's what this is about, coming from Hangman 11:28. That's what he's trying to show you here. Ezekiel 31.
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing, ain't it?
There's a new avatar too called Fire and Ashes, I believe. Yeah, I want to see that one, but you have to pay for it, even on Prime right now.
So the one I just showed you, the biblical tree remains, just came out yesterday. It's only got 2,500 views. That's him with his own phone, his own camera, and he's going up there
Oh
and
yeah.
showing it. Like he said, they'll try to explain it away. I think he said
I'll
that.
show you this.
I think he said that in the beginning.
So this is a repeat for some, but I have to put this in for context. Just a short video. As you see me walking in this video, it's not like a tree I'm walking on. I'm walking through just a section of a branch that's under the ground. And I'm walking, and I may be standing here, and when I'm filming across, and you can see all the pieces. You'll see the gap right here. These gaps, you'll see how large they are on the biblical trees. But when I'm walking, it's not like on one limb. It's on one massive branch that's hundreds of feet across. This area right here could be all grassland, and it could be hundreds of yards across. This area could be all grassland, and it could be hundreds of yards or shorter or narrower. Same here. I could be walking along over here, and all you're seeing is this, but in the distance you see everything else. It's just a small section that I'm navigating through. I'm navigating through these areas, and when you look off in the distance, it's way over here, but this could be hundreds of feet or further. So I'm just going to leave it at that, and hopefully that explains the video.
Right there. Remember all the educated geologists will regurgitated the lies of billions of years formed from volcanic activity and uplift.
Right. When it's
That's what they'll
clearly
say.
a tree.
They want to deny God. They want to deny
Yes.
what happened. They want
us to believe that.
because that confirms everything they were reading.
Exactly.
That something took place here, and there's evidence of a cataclysmic events, several of them. And is this on a cycle? Is it on a? Do they know this time's coming around? Is it like, you know what I mean? Every 2,600 years, every 26,000 years, or what is it?
Yeah, 26,000.
Right.
That's
So
what
is
I
there
go
something?
by.
Right, like the indigenous explained on the last one, that some went underground, and the ones that stayed on top, a lot of them were survived and was protected by these sky people.
Let's
That's
see.
what they say.
Let's see.
In Ezekiel 31, God speaks to Pharaoh, king of Egypt, comparing Egypt to a majestic cedar of Lebanon. This tree is tall and strong, with branches reaching far, providing shelter to birds and beasts. But the tree's pride and height catch God's attention. Just as the tree was once lifted high above all others, it will be brought down. God warns that Egypt's arrogance will lead to its fall, just as the great nations before it. The cedar will be cut down, and the nations will tremble at its fall. In Ezekiel 31,
Over
God
here,
speaks to Pharaoh,
Right.
king of
there
Egypt,
is a Lebanon
comparing
here
Egypt
in
to a
America.
majestic.
Do what? Yeah, well, they like my neighbor said. He said, "Where you think the biblical sites are, think mirror."
Right. I mean, like we went over Iran, Texas, right? But they spelled
Irene,
it Iraaan.
and the mountains out there are called Castle Canyon.
And there's a Lebanon in America too. I forget what state that's in.
Ever wondered about the majestic tree in Ezekiel 31? Let's dive in. God speaks to Ezekiel about Egypt's pride. God compares Egypt to a mighty cedar in Lebanon. He describes how this tree was watered by great waters. The tree grows tall and strong, with branches spreading wide. Birds nested in its branches, a sign of safety. The chapter emphasizes the beauty of this majestic tree. The tree's height is compared to other trees in the garden. God made it beautiful and strong. But God warns of the tree's impending downfall. The chapter describes how the tree will be cut down. This will be a lesson for the proud. God reflects on the tree's demise. Finally, the chapter reminds us of the fate of the proud and mighty. Ever wondered about the majestic tree in
There we go. So I think there was many trees. I don't think it was just this one that we're seeing on from Hangman 1128.
And they say these events, like Jeannie just said, Tartaria wasn't that long ago. It wasn't.
No.
It was like not long at all.
What I've seen with the underground tunnels that they built this in the last couple hundred years and the water running through there, the buildup, it's only just a couple hundred years in those tunnels where you remember the tunnels, the round ones?
Yeah.
That they were gonna do our transit through, but they canceled.
In Tartaria, they had transits.
Well, they walk through these tunnels and there's buildup of where the water runs through this tunnel, and the buildup didn't take that long to do. So when you go into these caves from the flood and you see the buildup, it's about a few hundred years it only takes, and water running through a location to build up what you see in these tunnels and the evidence of a flood and
They had inventions
the time frame it takes.
that they said that was faster than a bullet would go under there and ran off of magnets, right? But they couldn't have that. These people that came in couldn't have that because it was free too.
Yeah, so this is a volcano, guys. This rock about this accident. You just disregard the biblical. Right. Man, that's crazy. That changes the whole history, doesn't it?
Black Mountain said Lebanese flags has a giant cedar.
There you go. Yeah, so does the Iroquois Confederacy flag.
There's a pine tree.
Longest running democracy on the planet Earth right now is Iroquois Confederacy in New York. They get the pine and Appeal to Heaven has the tree as well, right?
I want to say about these so-called elite people. These guys want a war, we'll give them a war. These people think they're gonna run us. Watch, because there's one thing that we have that they'll never have, and that's heart, the will to live, the love for humanity, for the love of life. Even though they have all the power, all that money, they will never have the will and they will never have the heart. And that's how they're going to lose. Watch. The Great Spirit's gonna come and he's gonna lay his finger down on them. Watch. They're gonna pray that they get a quick death, which they won't. These people families are going to pay. Not just now, but in the next lives. Because remember, karma is always something that comes back, whatever you do. But that's what I want to say about these elite people that are trying to kill off all the so-called minorities. I believe it's gonna be planned, meaning somebody high in the government is gonna know about it and not say anything. And I think they do know about it. That's why they're building all these underground caves, underground houses so they can live in.
Underground dumbs.
Yeah.
Deep underground military bases.
Yeah, they're building all of those so they don't have to live like up here because everything's gonna be destroyed. And I have news for those people that are the government that are trying to hide and cheat their way out of death. Well, I got news for them that they're all their work and their troubles are gonna be in vain because you cannot run, you cannot hide from the Great Spirit. We will find you no matter where you are. So if you're gonna hide underground, I guarantee you that's gonna be your tomb. You're gonna die in there. I wouldn't even trust those secret underground places because anything could happen. What if an earthquake happened? You're gonna be buried under there. What happens if there's a flood and water gets in there? You're gonna drown. So those are tombs. I suggest you don't even go do anything about that. But that's why I was saying we have to meet here in Hopi Land because of what's gonna happen. The Great Spirit's gonna come here and protect us when that time comes. So don't even trust the government and what they're doing. Let them go in there and hide. Let them do their stuff. While we'll be here and we'll be taken to the right spots where we need to go as human beings so we can continue to live the Great Spirit's ways and the Great Spirit's laws.
So that was from a Hopi, which kind of goes along with the other guy that was talking about the sky people coming down, or these people coming, right? That the people will be divided up into sections, right? So they went down. They're probably already down in their bunkers. Like I said, during COVID, Bill Gates and Apple were telling their employees to go into the bunker, right? I think they're down there. They're doing this show for us from someplace else, or using AI or whatever they're using, right, to distract you. But I think they've been down there, and like you said, they're not going to be able to come back up.
Nadine's gonna whack-a-mole.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to whack-a-mole them.
Whack-a-mole. We're gonna
They
make
built their own
whack-a-mole.
tombs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they built.
They
their-
better because they're not getting out any other way because somebody's
So-
going to be there. And the big like one of those Flintstone things, the caveman things, just bang them, bang, bang.
Like,
Right.
look,
But think about it. If they do an a pulse or something,
like if they,
You got your little Apple Watch on? Okay, bitch. I can see. I know where you are. Bang.
so what? Even into the ground, all that electricity would come to the halt too,
Yeah.
right?
these
If they
people
did
cut the
some kind
power.
of pulse.
They always think they're the smartest people, and it comes down to basics, common sense, and they just are. They don't have it. They don't have it in them.
No, and think about it. They built. How do you get them all into one spot? They would do it
Like,
themselves.
here's the deal. If y'all want to go underground,
their
please
dream.
take Lindsey Graham with you,
Probably is.
and a few others on Fox.
I think they're already.
You can take Mark Levin with you.
Oh, gee whiz, yeah.
Well, look at on They Live. That's what he goes down underground, right?
Yeah.
And the news people are all underground, and it wasn't till everyone could see who they were when they shot when he shoots the signal out. The signal is what's keeping them going.
Yeah, from the top of the buildings.
Yes.
Yeah.
The satellite
Right.
signal.
But they had like offices and all that down under the ground.
That's why most of your mainstream media, they can really just be doing these
From a whole nother
from
they
a whole
showed
other
you
location.
inside that mountain.
Right.
They had a whole Hollywood production.
Yeah.
A whole studio down there.
Yeah.
That's
in,
why I
in the
think
mountain.
I think they come out and say, "Well, oh yeah, I had a heart." Sean Hannity would say it once in a while. Bart Bear.
Mark
They'd
Levin
say
is probably in a bunker
Mhm.
filming.
something a chicken shit like that. Yeah. they say, oh yeah, I had a hard time on the subway last week or whatever day, and it's like, I think that they say those things just to laugh at us.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
they're
Well, you gotta realize that the news is like planned out a year or two in advance. Like, so what we're watching was written years ago.
Yeah.
those videos I sent you.
Yeah, I got you.
You know the white man God,
What is your spirituality? Can you explain it a little bit?
the sun, the earth, the stars, trees, the rock, the water, buffalo, eagle, wolf, bear.
Spirits and everything.
Oh, there's spirits in everything. Now look at them. Look at them. Who are those black robe people?
Black robe people, that the judges.
Yep. The ones that think they can judge, they're not the judges.
They're the judge and jury, huh? Here's the other one. Here it is. This one.
I traveled around the world trip that God gave me the understanding and the interpretation of what the whole world needs today. And I say to the whole world today, everybody, for God's sake, wake up and let us live a new life, because oftentimes I say now, it's us human beings. We are the people who made the world into darkness. And when we got into the darkness, we bump our heads together and have a pain headache. We can't see each other, and we need a light. And what I need is, we want to be everybody equal, unite to rebuild a new world. And that's what I've been suggesting, and that's what I agreed to travel. I didn't feel that I was too old to travel. But if it wasn't for God's ways of living, I wouldn't travel 1 yard of it myself, of my age. But it's for God's work and for mankind's work to benefit, to change everybody. And that's all it needs, the whole world, to think for themselves, which are they going to choose?
Which are they gonna choose? Right? Like he said, everything in nature is spirit. Everything has a consciousness. A rock has a consciousness. Plants.
So you're dumb as a rock isn't a true statement.
So the creator is everything that's living. It's all of us. It's all nature. It's not just one. It's not a person. It's a consciousness.
It's a consciousness.
It's consciousness.
Yeah, that's what's the fear. Yeah, I'm fixing it. I'm trying to find something real quick. Oh, here it is. Oh, so we were bringing up Mark 11, right? Remember that, Miss Sheep?
Yeah.
This is her favorite part of the show. She can.
Dude, hold on. Let me see if I let me. If the people of America won't support Israel, then they... Hold on. Let me see if I can do. Hold on. Let me see if I. Let me. If the people of America won't support Israel, then they'll have to deal with the Islamic jihadists. And if the U.S. doesn't strike Iran, Iran will strike first. Iran has the nukes. The radical jihadis want Americans dead. Don't you get it? We must support Israel. And I'm not going to sit here and deal with these anti-Semites anymore at these college campuses. So we must strike.
Hold on, let me see if I can do. Hold on, let me see if I.
That's Mark 11.
He
Impersonation.
did it pretty damn
That's Mark 11. In case you didn't know, from Fox. This
Yeah,
is
it's
the
pretty-
propaganda he pushes on there to the boomers.
Uh,
Oh, they love it. They eat it up.
Let me.
If the people of America won't support Israel, then they'll have to deal with the Islamic jihadists. And if the U.S. doesn't strike Iran, Iran will strike first. Iran has the nukes. The radical jihadis want Americans dead. Don't you get it? We must support Israel. And I'm not going to sit here and deal with these anti-Semites anymore at these college campuses. So we must strike.
Hold on, let me see if I can do. Hold on, let me see if I. Let me.
You want me to play it again? I can't. I'm not going to play it. But Sheepdog wants me to play it again.
It
But I'm
shows
not
you
going
how
to.
ridiculous some of these people are. Once
It's
you
like-
take that the face away and you
Yeah.
just listen to it or whatever,
Yeah.
it shows you their power is completely gone.
and Annette said there's Lebanon, Illinois, Lebanon, Oklahoma, Lebanon, Michigan, Lebanon, Wisconsin, New Lebanon,
There
and
we
New
go.
York. And let's not forget Lebanon, Pennsylvania. Man, there's a lot of Lebanons. I didn't realize there was that many. Thank
put
you,
that in the
Nanette.
chat.
She's in on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I see it. There you go. There's all the different ones. And then that flag. Here's Oklahoma, Michigan, Illinois. And that's it. I think that's all the videos that Miss Sheepdog has from reading line. I think we have a few more.
Oh, there was a couple that one I wanted you to read, but it's okay. We'll do it tomorrow.
Love and light.
Good night. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Get this off the spare room. Hold on a second.
Stop speaking. They say you can't wake anybody now. Too many blinders pulling people down. But every day the cracks begin to show, and deeper truths are rising from below. People feel it in the air they breathe. Something shifting underneath the streets. Questions growing louder every day, while the headlines try to look away. No, this isn't fear we're bringing to the light. It's love enough to warm before the night. If I stay silent while the storm rolls through, then what kind of heart would I be showing you? We can't stop speaking, we can't look away. Too many signs are rising every day. The world keeps changing faster than we knew, and truth keeps breaking through the view. This ain't division, this is care enough to try to help each other see beyond the lies. Awareness is the flame we carry through, because real love tells the truth. Massive towers humming day and night, data centers glowing out of sight. Machines learning every move we make, tracking every breath and every wake. Power brokers buying up the land, APAC taking seats with hidden hands. Money moving faster than the law, while the people stand in shock and awe. Digital chains wrapped in shiny gold, trading watching what they're fed. The future's hanging somewhere in between human souls and cold machine regimes. But if enough of us refuse to kneel, then maybe something human